Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for being here for this very special evening. And on behalf of all of us at Van Andel Arena, a welcome also to those of you watching on WXSP TV here in West Michigan, on AHL TV worldwide via the web, and listening on Wood Radio. Tonight, for just the second time in our 26-year franchise history, we get to bestow the greatest honor any sports team can give to any of its former players, retiring his or her jersey forever. Tonight, that jersey number is 7, and it was worn by the most prolific scorer in Grand Rapids Griffins history. Please welcome back to GR, Michel Picard. Michel is joined by his wife, Sonia, his sons, Frederick and Raphael's girlfriend, Sophie. We are also glad to have a couple of his former teammates here tonight to represent all the guys he played with in Grand Rapids. From Pick's second tour in GR, Mark Mowers. And from Michel's first tour here in GR, and another one of the original Griffins, and until tonight, the only man to have his jersey retired by the Grand Rapids Griffins. We'd like to have him say a few words, ladies and gentlemen, the captain, Travis Richards.
All right, what a great night here, folks. I can't tell you what an honor this is for me to be here for Michel Picard. And, you know, to have a number up there next to mine, I can't think of anyone better I'd want up there than you. Congratulations to you. Also, Sonia, Raphael, Frederic, your dad was something special. And I know you guys know that, but for the Richards family, and when Bob Kaiser called me and told me about these events, and I got to call my wife and tell her that you were gonna be up there, that was a great day for the Richards family. And we all knew, all 3 of my kids are here, we're all here because we would not miss this because of who Michel Picard is and who his family is. As a person, you know, he was my roommate on the road. We had tons of fun. I mean, golf, 100 rounds maybe under our belt. I don't know how many games of euchre or whatever you want to call it in the back of the game. And I'll just do a little thing between me and him, chase the ace, tutti alti. That's a little thing between me and him. That's a little French phrase that we had in the back of the bus. But I hold him in the highest regard of almost anyone I played with, selfless and just a tremendous human being. And then lastly, you know, as a hockey player, I used to sit, so I was a defenseman, I played against him in practice all the time. He would always come down and just throw everything under the bar, and it would jiggle around, and I would just kind of come back and laugh and be like, how'd that just happen? And then it would happen again, and then in the game it would happen again, and he did this little thing where whenever he shot, he would circle the puck and just zing, and it just went ding right under the bar. And then I'd come down and do zing, and it'd go right in the corner off the glass. So for me, it didn't quite work, but I always marveled at him in practice and in games. And you know, a little funny story, I was fighting hard to get here because this is the day I didn't want to miss, and I was in the airport, and I actually Googled him. And I looked up some stuff, and I looked at some stats, and I'm like, I'm not a stats guy, but I'm like, wow. I'm second in scoring for the Griffins. I have 238 points. I'm like, all right. I've played 655 games. 655, that's a lot of games. I looked, Michel Picard has 380 points, okay? Yeah. Like, let's think about that. In 364 games, so I'm doing the math, 200, 655 games, 239. Somehow I knew, I'm like, is his jersey going up and maybe mine's coming down? I didn't know. But what he's done will never be matched here in Grand Rapids. Never, not even close. And for me to have a front row seat to watch it all was an absolute pleasure, Pick. And like I said, how you did what you did, I would kind of laugh to myself. I'd walk by him, he'd be in his stall, kind of down. I'm like, what's up, Pick? He's like, I haven't scored in 2 games. I'm like, I haven't scored in 25, and everyone thinks I'm doing all right. But that's just who he was. Like, as special a human being as I've ever played with, and as talented as a human being I've ever played with, the greatest family ever. Sonia, huge part of my wife's life, and your whole family. Just happy to be here for you guys. Congrats.
Thanks, Richie. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd now like to turn your attention to the video board at the south end of the arena. Bob Kaiser with a look back at just some of Michel's many milestones here in GR.
After making his Griffins debut and scoring the franchise's first goal in its inaugural game on October 5th, 1996, Michel Picard went on to play 364 games over 6 seasons with Grand Rapids between 1996 and 2000, and again from 2002 to 2004. That's the 4th highest games played total in franchise history, and he still ranks as the Griffins' all-time leader with 158 goals, 222 assists, 380 points, 40 power play goals, and 26 game-winning goals.
Hi, Pick. I just want to congratulate you on getting your jersey retired. I think it's a tremendous honor, and you know what? I got to play with you over 4 or 5 years. You know, it was great being your teammate. You were an awesome teammate and even better friend. We used to enjoy our golf outings together, and you know, playing in Portland, we won a championship together. And when you're a champion for life. So enjoy the night with your family and friends, Pick. Goodbye, mon ami.
Hey, Pick. Don McSween here. Sorry I wasn't able to be at the rink tonight for the big moment. I just want to say congratulations. That first year with the Griffins was terrific. Love being your teammate, and very well deserved that you're having your number retired.
And ladies and gentlemen, if those numbers weren't enough, Pick led the Griffins in scoring in all 5 full seasons he played here. He is still the only Griffin to ever go over 100 points in a single season and still holds 14 franchise records. As Richie and his teammates mentioned, he was a beloved teammate and a character guy on the ice and in the locker room. And as the Griffins front office staff told us, he was a great ambassador for the Griffins here in the community, getting out and doing things in the community for those of you who came to support him here. Ladies and gentlemen, the man of the hour, Michel Picard.
Thank you. Well, this is tougher than I thought. You guys don't know how exciting we are, me and my wife, my son Frederick and Raphael and Sophie, to be here tonight. This is really special, really, really special. We had a fun day today in Grand Rapids, but thank you guys for being here too. You guys are great teammates, and Richie, you're also a hell of a guy. When I got the call from Bob Kaiser on the, I would call it a top secret Zoom call, and Richie came on to announce about my retirement jersey, I was shocked, because that's one thing you don't think about as a player when you play, but even after, never thought about it. And at first I was very happy. I said, wow, I'm going back to GR, see my friends, that's cool. But it took me about 2 weeks to figure it out that the fans in Grand Rapids, the ownership, the Griffins organization, recognize what I did on the ice, but recognize who I am as a person. So to me, that means a lot. So I thank you all for that, whoever put this night together. And to have his jersey retired up there, it's a great feeling. But Richie, I return what you told me earlier tonight. To have my jersey retired by yours it's an honor. You were a great captain, you're a great player, a great teammate, you're a great human being. And like you said, we're good friends with Angie and the kids. We'll be friends forever. And Mark Mowers, look at him. One of the best centermen I ever played with. We had this little play on the face-off on the left side. He wins the draw, and I snap right away. He almost worked all the time. Hey, Mark was a hell of a player, a good friend. I want to thank you, Bob McNamara and Dave Allison. Those two guys brought me here in 1996, which it turned out to be the best place I played in my 15-year career in hockey in Grand Rapids. People ask me, why is Grand Rapids so special? Well, we all here. We are the reason why it's so special. Every time I step on the ice when I play here, I felt secure. Even tonight, I step on the ice, I felt secure because I'm surrounded with good people. Before I wrap this up, I want to say a few words to my family back home, my in-laws, who could come here because of the COVID protocol in Canada. I just want to say a few words in French to say hello to them. Bonjour tout le monde à la maison. On pense à vous autres. On vous aime fort et merci pour votre support. Lastly, did you guys get all that? Good, because I'll continue in French. I'm just kidding. Lastly, we also met a lot of nice people in Grand Rapids. I'm thinking about Myron Malaki with his family, Janet, Ron, and Zach. I'm thinking about Rich Kincaid. Rich Kincaid was the radio guy back then. He had the best golf swing I ever seen in my life. Also the Booster Club. I don't know if the Booster Club's still going on, but back then, they were so good. The Booster Club, they do a hell of a job. One time, we went on a road trip for one game. They made food for us for 2 weeks. It was unbelievable. So we had food forever. But thank you, Grand Rapids. Thank you very much. I'm so happy to be here. And what can I say? Wow, you guys are great. Let's drop the puck.
Let's have you stand up. Down goes the mic. Before we retire for good, Michel, the Griffins wanted to produce 2 more number 7 jerseys, so we could have you step over here for a moment. The first belongs to you on behalf of Dan DeVos, Tim Gortzma, and all of us in the Griffins organization. This is your final 7 to take home with you tonight. And the last number 7, ladies and gentlemen, belongs to all of us. Pick if we can invite you and your family to carefully make your way to the tee and the carpet there. As we get set to retire number 7 and raise it and your family name to the rafters here at Van Andel Arena, where it shall stand as long as this building stands. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time. Michel Picard. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being part of this special night. Those of you in the building, enjoy my friend Zane and the rest of the game. Let's go Griffins. Have a great night, everybody.
I always thought that was like a French word. I didn't know. I Googled it. All right. Think you good? Thank you, guys.